Morning everybody. So we're going to get going with our Sunday session. So I'm going to start with it seated, okay, and we're going to do some breath. You can do this standing up if you like. Okay, so big breath in. Okay, you're going to take your arms to where you can get to. Again, as I said before, everybody's going to stay pain-free on this one, and also, you know, obviously if you've had surgery, you need to check with your health professional before you start on any sort of exercise program. Okay. Nice big breaths in. Okay, again, you can do these standing. Okay, we're going to get those shoulders rolling. Okay, we're going to work some joints today, then we're going to work some balance. We're going to look at what we've worked on during the week. Shoulders rolling the other way. Okay, then we're going to get some rotation. So you're going to try to use as much of your arm as possible. So you're going to use your wrist, elbows, shoulders, rotate out, and then rotate it in. Rotate it out, and rotate in. Okay, so nice, big movement. As much as you can. So this is just about getting things moving, okay, giving them a little bit of stress as well. So we're going to start with the wrists. So you're going to clamp your hands together and we're going to start just rolling those wrists around in all sorts of funny random directions and get them moving. Okay, so keep going, just get all sorts of random movements going on there. Okay, obviously again staying pain-free. Then we're going to give them a little bit of stress, okay? So you're going to clamp your hands together and we're going to push up, okay? And then push, let it go, and then push up. We're going to try and keep our hands together as much as we can, okay? And just give those wrists a little bit of stress. Now, mine don't move very well, but many years of writing and keyboards, not moving very much at all. So you can see I'm struggling to keep my hands together there to get my elbows up. Okay, and then we're going to go the other way. So you're going to push down. So you straighten your hand or hold your hand in, and you're going to push on the back of that hand just to stress that wrist downward if you can. Okay. And then we're going to release it, and we're going to go to the other side. I'm going to hold that one down. And then release it, go back to your original one, hold that one down. Okay, and hold the other one down. Okay, then we're going to give them a bit of a shake and a bit of a roll round, just to get them moving, and then we're going to give them a little bit more of a vigorous shake. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to get hold of your forearm, and you're actually physically going to let your wrist go loose, and you're actually physically going to shake your forearm. Okay, that's going to get that wrist moving. Okay, that's the other side. So grab hold of your forearm and physically shake it up and down. Let that wrist go loose. Let it do what it wants to do. Turn it around, do whatever. Give it a nice shake. Okay, and then give it a nice roll round. And we've got those wrists moving that little bit better, okay? We're going to need those. We're going to need a little bit of wrist movement for some balance work when we're lifting later on. Okay, now we're going to go to the ankles. So for this one, you're going to need a band, okay? Or you can use a towel, anything you've got. So I'll give you a minute just to grab hold of that. So I say a belt, this is a belt off a dressing gown, but you can use a band, you can use a towel, anything that you can just hook around your foot. So I'll give you a second and we'll have a quick drink while you run off and get those, if you haven't got one already. And then we'll get going. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take our strap, okay, we're going to take our strap, we're going to pop it around the bottom of our foot. Okay, you're going to hold it and you're going to push your foot away and hold that. Okay, so you're going to lift your ankle up, push your foot away. Then we're going to let that go. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to use the strap to gently pull it up and hold that for 10. So we're stressing it the other way. Okay, then you're going to let the band go slack and you're going to move that foot up and down for 10. 10. Okay, then we're going to go again. So you're going to push, hold that strap as resistance. And then pull. Okay. And really flex that foot up as much as you can. 6. Okay, let your band go slack and we're going to do 10 more. Push and pull. If you do need to use your band just to help that foot up if you're struggling. Okay, then we're going to go to the other foot. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. Okay, so we're going to slip that underneath that foot and you're going to push away and hold that. So you're using that band as resistance to push and extend that foot. And then we're going to bring it back and use that band to help to stress. So if you need to keep your foot on the floor, that's fine. Okay, if you can't lift your leg up. It's all about stressing that ankle. Then we're going to let that go slack and we're going to move for 10. 10. Okay, then we're going to go again. We're going to push. So again, if you need to keep your foot on the floor, you're going to push that foot away. Hold that. And then pull. And then we're going to do that foot flex again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course, if you are that little bit stronger, instead of just the foot movement, you can stand up and do your go up onto a tiptoe, like we've done before. Okay, so we're going to go back to that strap. Okay, and this time what we're going to do is, as we pull it up, we're going to cross over the strap. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to move the foot by pulling the strap across. So it's just going to help stress that internal and external rotation. Okay, obviously pain-free, but it's just going to help you be able to move that foot that little bit more. Okay, and move that ankle. I know some people have got a lot more movement than I have. I'm quite stiff in my ankles. 10. So if you've been with me, that will be 10. Okay, then we're going to change foot and we're going to do the other 10. The other foot. So you're crossing that strap across. Just not bump my toe. That's it. And we're going to pull across and in. Cross. So you're pulling internally, pulling the strap across. That's going to externally rotate your foot and then internally. Externally, internally. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's got those ankles moving. We've got those wrists moving. Okay, so this balance and lift. Okay, so this time what we're going to do is we're going to work those wrist movements. So you can do this seated or standing. Okay, I'm going to show you standing. Okay, all we're going to do is you want to use something that it doesn't matter if you drop it on the floor. So you can use a shoe or anything that's going to keep your hand flat. So you're going to lift up, straighten it out and rotate it round as far as you can. Okay, so you're going to have to use that wrist to keep that wrist flat to hold it. And then you're going to bring it back down. Okay, so this is going to take some steadiness. Okay, so balancing something like this on your hand, if it falls off, it doesn't matter. So I say you can use a shoe. You can grab one of my flat shoes. Okay, so you can come from here. Try to keep that wrist nice and flat, coming up as far as you can. Okay, keeping that arm as straight as you can. Then bringing it back down. So you can make this as easy or as difficult as you want to make it, okay? So you're just needing something that's going to be balancing up and then back down. Okay, we're going to go for one more on this side, and then we're going to swap it over to the other side. Okay, so you can make this as easy or as difficult as you want to. Okay, so I'm going as far as I can, trying to keep that one. So you can see how I'm struggling now on this side to try and get as far as I did with the shoe, but it's starting to wobble because I can't get my wrist round, and then bringing it back. Okay, so this is a bit of skill work today. Okay, trying to keep it nice and balanced as you're lifting up. Trying to keep that wrist flexed over and extended out. Okay, so again, I say you can make this as hard or as easy as you want to, but I would just have something that it doesn't matter if it drops on the floor, you know, it's not going to break or damage your flooring in any way. Okay, you can use a tennis ball or a football, I say, or a shoe, anything that's going to get your arm rotating and balancing out. Okay, we're going to go one more on this side. Okay, then we're going to swap over and we're going to go back to the other side. Rotating it out and back. Okay, so other side. I'm going to do another set of 5 on each side. Okay, so we're going to hold that out, extend it out if you can. You're going to go as far as you can with this. Okay, so if you're staying in the bottom range and you're just moving in and out to the side here, like this. This is 2. Yeah, if that's all you can do, that's fine. Okay, if not, you're going to come right up and over. It's going to get some shoulder movement and some balance. Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. Hope you're enjoying this just moving this morning.
Turn that off.
And once more. Okay, so you're going to go as far as you can. You're making this as hard or as easy as you can, but you've got that concentration there. We're concentrating massively on the balance, on the wrist, on the shoulder, the movement of trying to hold that. That's getting a little bit easier. I'm getting a little bit further on there now. Now it's starting to move. And we're going to combine this with the other things we've done in the week in a second. So that's 3. We've got 2 more on this side. So again, if you can only take it out to there, that's fine. That's 4. So, or if you can just push it out in front, that's fine. We're just concentrating on that balance. Okay, keeping that strength in that arm. So you're going to get to wherever you can. Okay, rest there. Okay, so I'm just going to set up my other bit. So you can make this, again, you can nip off and get something that's going to make yourself an obstacle to step over, okay? So all I'm using is my trusty 2 tins and a walking stick, okay? So you can use whatever you like. You can make it as big or as small as you like, and wherever your concentration is and your balance, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we are just going to, you're going to try and keep your head up. Try not to look at the floor, okay, because again that tips you forward. So what I'd like you to do is to be able to look forward so that it does help you balance. As you get older, our centre of gravity tends to move because we tend to hunch forward a bit. So the worst thing you can be doing when you're walking along is A, you're hunched forward, B, you're looking down because you're not sure. I mean, obviously if there's obstacles in the way or the path is uneven, but that is going to make you more likely to be tipping forward, okay, which makes it difficult for your balance. So the more that you can register what's in front of you a little bit further and keep your head up, the better your balance is going to be. So what we're going to do is you're going to lift your leg, step over, lift over, tap down, and you can make this, again, as difficult or as easy as you want to do it. Okay, so we're going to go 3 on one side because you'll have picked your balance. You picked your balance point. Come back. Now we're going to change legs. You're going to lead with the other leg. Okay, so you're going to stay nice and upright. Lift it over. Tap down. Even if it's just a stick on the floor. Okay, you're just going to try and give yourself something to step over, or a pattern on your carpet. Balance up and back. Okay, and again, once more on this side. Up and back. Okay, so nice, controlled, slow movement. Okay, right, now we're going to turn it to the side. So again, you can make your obstacle as wide as you want to. Okay. Again, we're going to look up. We're going to try and stay as nice and tall as we can. Just going to get my measure of where I am with my stick. Okay, and this time we're going to keep that balance. We're going to lift, step over, bring it together. Okay, lift, step over, bring it together. So don't forget those weekly videos I was showing you. Okay, you're going to keep going, but don't forget those weekly videos I was showing you where we were seated and you were stepping over with one foot and the other, okay? One foot and then the other, and then you sat at the end and went to the side. So you can still do that. You can still do that seated, okay? Let's go back to this side one. So if you're still going, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to turn around, okay? Just to give it a little bit of variance, still going to lead with each leg. And lift it up and down. Okay, so you can try and stay as much as you can in control. Okay, so have a little bit of a rest. So I say, if you're seated, you can still do those. You've seen the videos in the week that I've shown you about being able to use this seated as well. So it's a really nice controlled balance today. So next one we're going to do, so we're going to hold our balance tool in our hands. Okay. We're going to stretch it out as far as we can. We are going to hold this balance, so we can't look at our feet. We're going to hold this to the best place that we can get to, okay? And then we're going to still step over and come back. Okay, so nice, step over. Oh, a bit of a wobble there. And come back. Okay, we're ready, we're going to go again. Step over and come back. Okay, so now I've got the measure of that. I'm going to take this out more out to the side. Okay, and I'm going to hold that. See if I can keep that balanced. While I'm stepping over. And again, as I said, you can make this as hard or as easy as you need to. Okay, we're going to change the lead foot. We're going to change arms, okay, because you'll be different on each side. Okay, so I'm going to come out, see if I can hold it. Okay, I'm going to step over the left foot this time. And then back. Okay, try a little bit higher. Nice and tall. Okay, so this is going to get used to you stepping over obstacles while you're thinking about something else. Okay, and again, but it's going to get, if you're a little bit more able, this is going to give you some really nice balance. You can slow this right down. There you go, a little slow-mo there, look. And keep that balance. Okay, and rest. So give those shoulders a roll. Okay, and then we're going to take it out. And we're going to do it to the side, okay? So, say it's not much cardio this morning, but again, you're going to hold that. So, if you are seated, I'll show you the seated. As I say, we're going to do it to the side in a second, but if you're seated and you're holding that out, you're going to concentrate on that and holding that balance while you're lifting that leg, either bringing them both over or one over at a time and back, okay? You're still going to work that balance, still working that those tummy muscles and that core to hold it. You can hold it to the side, okay, anywhere that you can concentrate on that balance and the movement as well. Okay, so this is going to help you with your general balance. So I'm just going to push that back out of the way. So this one, again, I'm going to start with this, holding this in front. Okay, just going to measure where I am with my stick. Concentrate on that bottle, holding that arm out if I can. Extend it out. Lift to the side. And to the side. And over. Okay, so I've got that. So now I'm going to bring that one towards you. Okay, we ready? And again, this is something you can practice. I'm going to change sides on here now, on the other side. So I'm working the other hand. I'm going to start with it out in front. Okay. And you can slow this down. Again, you can make this as easy or as difficult as you want. So if you're struggling with your balance, you can have a stick on the floor or even just a pattern on your carpet, and just step to the side and back so you're not going to trip. But try and concentrate on holding something out in front of you or up in the air. So I'm going to try this one. Okay. Get that up. Hold it. Get that wrist flexibility. And step it over. So you can make that as a bigger obstacle, smaller obstacle, different position. Okay. Again, I'm going to go over there. And you can turn it round and make it as slow and as concentrated or a quick tap if you can. Okay, so we're going to keep going. 7. Keep going for a few seconds. So you're going to either go slow or quick. And rest. Okay, so we're going to give a little bit of a stretch to those shoulders now. Okay, so again, you can do the standing or seated. All we're going to do is we're going to bring our arms around. We're going to look the heel of our hands into the bottom of our rib cage. Okay, we're going to stretch those shoulders. Okay, try not to push your head forward and your chest forward. All you're doing is squeezing those shoulder blades back. So you can see I'm squeezing back and relax. And squeeze back and relax. Okay, now we'll try and take these overhead to a side bend. But if you can't take your arm overhead, you're just going to run your arm down the side. But if you can, come over, just stretch that side because we've held that tummy and back nice and strong while we've been balancing. And bring it back down and up. And bring it back down. We're going to go once more each side, driving it up and over. So say if you can't, all you're going to do is just slide. Or if you sat down, that's fine. And then up and the other side. Okay, so nice short one today, but you can have a play around with that, work that balance, and say make it as hard as you can. So next week we are looking at shoulder releases and back. In the little bite-sized piece, and then we'll have the summary next Sunday. See you soon. Cheers.